Welcome everyone, it's Vapors Drakemar. It's time for some more Raid Shadow Legends. So I'm going to be showcasing some pretty interesting characters and upgrading some more. So the two characters up for upgrades today, but we're not going to be doing it quite yet, is Madame Serris. I'm going to be developing her food, like Mound spawns one of the food. Madame Serris, very striking character, very good looking, and has very powerful abilities. As you can see, her ratings are extremely high for everything except Fire Knight. Gonna want to try to upgrade her gear a little bit more. At least one piece. Unfortunately, you get to see why I sometimes hesitate on doing this, because upgrading gear is incredibly annoying. No, I don't want to buy your stuff. This is all being done free to play, as we know. So Armiger, though. Armiger actually has a higher rating than I ever imagined, and he is getting an upgrade. And no, I did check. I did check that he's not a guard champion. Okay, so yeah, Armiger got an upgrade. Now this, we will be upgrading him a little more. This is the ultimate way to screw over this boss. We'll start with this one because the problem is after level 85, her resistance starts to become so high that this lady can't do her job right now. And she's also not 6-star yet, because it's going to take 5 rank 5 foods for her to become a goddess. It's not easy to do at all. So this boss, we're going to want to do some damage to that. Turn meter control. Okay, good. So we're going to start with trick or treats. Okay, that didn't work. Okay, we got block buffs. Now, if Midnight Ritual works, which we should rotate around to that ability. The block buffs is from Mortu. It's really useful in this fight. So we can strip the shield right off. See, that's part of what makes her special. Now, she can straight up steal the shield with trick or treats, but that doesn't always work. She can straight up, and I did book that ability, but yeah, she can straight up steal the shield with that. Here I also have a Diabolist at 60. I have not 60'd my other Diabolist, and I will be doing so. I can see if I can do the higher ones. Magic potions are still useful for some more champions that need it. Not all of them do, though, because not all of my champions are magic. Some are Spirit Affinity and Void, and some are fully ascended. Like, he's fully ascended, he's fully ascended, I think she's fully ascended, and he's fully ascended. And she's on her 5th ascension, but the only way to get the 6th ascension is to 6-star her, which is going to take some time, unfortunately. Like, I don't even know if I can do it one day. I can guarantee, I might be able to get a rank 5 food, but I can't do it in one day. That's not going to happen. I've never managed to 6-star a champion in one day. So, let's see if we can steal. Okay, it didn't steal. Because that move has a chance to steal. I'm trying to do the higher one so it has more of a chance of getting the buffs off. Okay, we had a decreased attack. It's not the worst thing in the world. The problem with the higher degree ones is that she has a much worse time, like much lesser chance as you go up higher than this of stealing. And she also takes more damage. Because this is where the boss gets, like, annoying. Because things like this move starts to miss, the block buffs move. This, believe it or not, that can just steal the shield. I might want to show it on a lower difficulty. That move ignores the shield entirely, so that's one of the things useful, is that you can still do damage. And the higher you go on this boss, the worse the less likely you're gonna steal the shield, unless your Madame Serris or your stealer is 6-star and has sufficient accuracy. I might be able to do it better if I like swap out her gear, which I don't feel like doing right now because it's actually quite expensive to swap out gear. Okay, that's the block buffs. That's what we want to see. Because that allows us just to straight up own it. This boss is not as boring as it looks, because, like I said, the higher the difficulty... I could go to a higher difficulty and have it, like, kill me, but I'm not exactly interested in that. I'll try it at this difficulty. See, the problem with this boss is, especially for someone who's as low level as Madame Serris is right now, is when you're in the higher difficulties, the stats required to do the job. All right, let's see if I can do it now. Anyone see that? Shield's gone. Shield's gone and her blocks are buffed. Her blocks are gone. Her buffs are gone. Excuse me. Her buffs are blocked. See, that is what I wanted to show. She can steal your shield if she has the thing. Part of what makes this champion a joy to use in here is when she steals it. But her chance of theft is not 100% without special gear. And of course, as with all champions, she gets tremendously stronger at rank 6, which is why I've been trying to improve some food for her. The other champion that I will be upgrading with the food is Armiger. Now, you won't see the value of Armiger straight away, but okay, that didn't work. Because that move will straight up just take it right off her. Okay. Remove it. No. Okay, got the decreased defense. I'll take it. Because it's like I said. The higher the difficulty, the boss, the less likely she's going to steal it. Unless she has more accuracy, I think. I think the accuracy is the key. And I can't fear her. This move fears regular enemies, but her passive immune to fear and true fear. Because this lady actually puts true fear on opponents that are not immune to it if she steals your buff. Which is one of the reasons why she's actually nuts. Yes. I also have to do a little bit of speeder, because the speeder tournament is going on. I don't want to be last place in speeder tournament. Hello, Mr. Speeder. I actually have 3 different speeder teams, spider teams. Might as well show them now. So this is spider. The spider is not one of the funner bosses. Because this boss heals for a lot and has a lot of HP and is very difficult to build a team that can handle it correctly. Now, my best ever spider team I can show you is on my first account because I have a built-out Armiger with 97% crit, and I could push it up a little further there, see if I have any glyphs or anything. Try to see if I can give him 100% crit rate. Because crit rate would be huge on that. Her main thing is to try to get some turn meter control. Ninja and Sathia for the burns. The best spider champion is in the works. And he will be coming semi-soon. Not before my father gets here, but maybe before next year. I know that sounds like a long time, but the next year is creeping around the corner. So that's why I say that. And because it's very hard to do this every day. It's very hard to play enough like Tag Arena every day and make sure I don't miss any of the frags. Unfortunately, I don't think she's going to make it. No. No, but I have a better team on the other one because it has more turn meter control than even this. And has more because there's a number of spider teams actually I can employ here as well that I'll try to demo. Madame Serris, she's not the best versus spider, but she's not terrible. The main reason she doesn't really shine here is she doesn't have any buffs to steal off of the spider. Because stealing buffs off the spider is going to be very useful. I want to get rid of these debuffs straight away. Okay, that's one spider team. But oh, I got an advanced reward. Okay, good. Because it gets me closer to epic books. Okay, so buy some mystery shards. I'm going to show the other fighter team. Because the other spider team is the... Oh yeah, I'll show you later how close I am. I'm at 67 fragments now, but I need 100 to fuse him. And then for him to truly do his job, I need him at 6 star, unfortunately. So I'm going to have to prepare food before he hatches. Food for Drexthar's exclusive use. The last time I hatched a Drexthar, it completely blew up the whole clan versus clan. So this is one of my better spider teams. Now, I could make it, but then that would remove the cleanse. This is one of my best right here. Because Armiger is also for turn meter control. So, it goes like this. He also decreases the max HP each time because that makes it the guarantee. So we can push back some of the turn meter. Get a provoke going. Increase attack. Stun the spiderlings. The remaining ones are going to try to attack Drexthar. Each one carries a burn back. I'm going to burn on the main spider. Not bad. Push back the turn meter. Each time the burn goes back. Good. Decrease speed. Gonna get a burn on one of the other spiderlings if possible. Well, they did it anyway. That was a crit. This is Spider 12, by the way. So it's the harder version of Spider. Ooh, it resisted. Oof. Oof. We can refresh the burn. And of course, there we go. It doesn't look like Armiger's doing much, but every time he does that, he's shoving the turn meter back. But this version is so hard that the gear on Drexthar is not usually enough to keep him alive on a consistent basis. Most of this is trying to do this efficiently. Because this fight is very hard to do efficient, by the way. I just want to point that out. Even if you have him on fire constantly. It's very hard to do this fight efficiently. Now, I do have a plan for doing that, involving putting Cold Heart in here. But I haven't got that set up yet. I'm still probably going to need Armiger. I mean, this is a pretty good setup, though. Because we got the heals from the Sill. We've got turn meter control from her. We're going to go put the block debuffs here. Speeder is going to puke. Thankfully, it didn't heal. So it keeps the turn meter down. Hopefully those burns will just smolder on there. And then we can try to keep the turn meter down.
Oh my, he takes a lot.
This is Spider 12. This is not an easy version of Spider. I have to try to keep his turn meter down because otherwise he's going to cause me a massive headache. His gear is not the best. It's part of the problem. No! Not the chat. This is not an easy version of Spider. Spider is a boss that I only recently beat this version, by the way. Just want to point that one out. But this is really hard. If you're wondering why I'm struggling here, it's because this is a really hard version of Spider.
I have seen Spider done before, I think.
I know, but I'm doing this as part of a tournament. That's part of why I'm doing it. Because there's a tournament going on and I don't want to lose face.
Okay, you go do that. I will go do this.
I don't know. I was trying to be entertaining with this. This boss is really hard. Before anyone says, aha, this is not a problem. The boss is not a problem. Like, no. The boss is a problem. Okay. It's got a good amount of burns. If we just turn meter control, each burn will kill the spider eventually. And there you go. The spider died. Okay. Yeah. Now, if you thought this was the grand finale of it all, it's not. So, we're also going to be showing me upgrading this lady upwards as well. Like, I don't know. This is the raid that I wanted to show. I did some farming earlier. Just regular farming. Farming of campaign. Because there's a lot of campaign farming that goes into making food. Believe it or not. There is a lot of farming that goes into that. Okay. That. Now, she is going to ascend. There we go. Fully ascend. Spirit champion to rank 6. We will be doing that. Believe it or not. Now, in order to do this, what do I want to do on that? Do I have any in my inventory? Of course not. I don't want the ghost offer. The ghost offer is trash. Okay. But yeah, so we will be attempting to do some upgrading of food. I will show some spirit magic keep here. And some spider as well. Because man, this guy is really annoying. Why is he so strong? Because he's so strong. Ah. Wow. Wow. I'm actually shocked and impressed at the same time. It's hard. It's hard to get fragments on this account when when you're so low down. It's very hard to actually get any of these fragments. Anyway. Because, yeah, this account has severe problems that is going to take a while to fix. I mean, I could...
Don't do it on my account.
I mean, I could try to fix it, but it would require me to activate the boost.
Not the boost.
I'd have to go spend gems on a boost,
Jesus.
just if you thought it was more annoying. And then I'd have to grind Brimstone Pass and the rest of campaign again. Yes. Yes, that's what you have to do to get, and you have to do it a lot. It's not just like, oh, you have to do it somewhat. It's like grind. Like, I'll show you a little bit of it, preview of what it is like.
I see what you're doing.
Not this. This is not campaign. This is me trying to replenish my store of magic potions. Because the problem is that fully ascending Diabolist on this account was a nuisance. Now, this is what happens when you don't steal her shield. Now, there is another way to stop her shield with block buffs, but this account does not have a developed or realized block buffs champion.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Are you hungry after you eat these two?
Maybe not, but I'm going to go check also the spider. I'll show the rookie spider squad. This isn't the best version. The best version of it is going to come out when I get Shield Guard to 6-star, because Shield Guard is really good versus Spider. But in order to do that, I have to get 4 more rank 5 food. And you know how easy that's going to be to get. For anyone who doesn't know, getting those on here is worse, because it takes almost a minute to clear Brimstone Pass, versus my other account that can clear Brimstone Pass in under 30 seconds. This doesn't seem like a massive issue until you realize how hard it is, like how much time that adds up to. Like a minute, the difference of 30 seconds a run multiplied by the amount of times it actually takes to get a rank 5 food. That is a lot of time consumption. That is a very time consuming process. Now, I could do the 3 days boost, but I would rather not, because then that means I have to grind for the 3 days. And I have other boosts set up for the other account that has a lot more hope of going into advanced content. Because the main purpose of getting all this XP to level champs in campaign specifically is to, which campaign, Brutal Campaign, even on this account, is the main champion training ground, if you will. It's the main place you get champions, train champions, etc., etc. It's the main place you do it at. It's also your main silver source and your main source of early game to mid game gear. Late game gear and accessories are gotten from the dungeons. You guys already all know this, but I still think it bears repeating. Now, my problem with Drexthar right now is I don't think his gear is actually tanky enough. I think he needs even tankier gear. But that's going to be hard to find. Now, what magic champions do we have to promote? Him. Okay. Above this, I'm almost sure this account can't cope. Just because it doesn't have the ways of properly coping with the above that version of this keep. Like it can't cope with 85 yet. It needs more methods of coping. It has no champ to steal shields as well. There we go. That doesn't mean that the other account isn't going to get promotions. It does. Because its main issue it revolves around gear and it revolves around leveling Ugo and Cold Heart, but mainly Ugo. Because Ugo, now that doesn't mean that I've forgotten about the Arbiter mission. But we will be accessing that later. Hang on. Yeah, we can ascend Ninja. It's not easy to ascend Ninja, but we can. We can also mark our little fleshmonger. He will be a god in Faction Wars. I know you're like looking at him like, nah, he can't do crap. Well, trust me, he's up there. Like, I haven't leveled him or anything, but he is a big deal. So is Armiger. Armiger is a hidden treasure. This guy is a hidden treasure, but I haven't unlocked him yet. The main way I have to unlock him is I have to get a lot of this food. Like this food, that food. Most of this. That guy's not food. The rest of that's food. All of that is food. See? All of that's food. Armiger, I've stopped calling Armiger food, and I've stopped feeding Armiger because Armiger is not food. He is actually a 4 out of 5 rated champion, right up with Madame Serris. And because see, the tragic thing is I used to feed Armiger, not knowing what he was. I was like, you don't want to develop an Armiger. He's rubbish. That's all I knew at the time. I did not know what I was doing. So yeah, I've got 360 fully ascended here. I mean, it's not terrible. We could do worse. The main purpose of the Diabolist is to control the turn meter. That's what her use is. And also to be a unique turn meter control. Like, almost everyone's got a high Katoon. But how many have a 60 Diabolist? Not many. Not many. Granted, I like the champion. I mean, I know you guys might not like the champion, but I find her interesting. She even got the little cute little horns. She floats gracefully through the air. It's at that electric storm. All right. So this one's probably the one that needs the magic potions the most. Because I need to ascend Syl eventually. Now, while that sounds appealing, because yeah, I'll need to ascend Syl, some of these magic champions that are hidden in the works. Not all of them, but some of them need these potions. I'm gonna have to do at least one clan boss fight. And then later I'm gonna have to, well, actually, let's just show it. Cause well, that didn't work. This boss is quite annoying. Granted, Madame Serris might be able to turn the tides. Unfortunately, we're unsuccessful at doing what she does best, which is to kill the buffs. That's what she's here for, and that's what I'm also developing her for, is a method of killing buffs. I might put her in like accuracy only gear. One thing I like about Mortu, there is no shield he can't get through. Because this thing doesn't care about shields. His peril does not care about shields. It's one thing I love about Mortu. He does not care about your shields. He also does not care about your block damage either. Don't give me that block damage. That won't do you any good. Why not? Boom. Funny. In like the midst of all these like titans, and then there's a little shithead. It's like, yeah, let's do it. This is awkward. We're going to want to put Mortu in this mix. Alright, you health swap me at no HP. Alright. Alright, gonna put that up. It's amazing, the powers of the regen. Got impatient with that. Whatever. I've got to do more of the thing. Got to get more of these potions. Potion Mania. Potion Spider Mania. This is not even all the amount I've actually grinded this keep for. There we go. No, you didn't resist anything. You got, that was exactly what I intended to happen to you. Your shield is straight up removed. That's what I intended to happen to you. Because this boss can be very frustrating. I'm getting annoyed. I want more spider. Because I know that I need to do more spider. I've been neglecting the spider, and I feel like trash doing it. I'd love to show campaign farming, but that's stupid. Because you don't want to see me fight Brimstone Pass 50 times in a row. Now, there is several teams that you can employ versus the spider. I just haven't... I don't really like this boss. This boss is really annoying. Ugh. Even the other version, it's like... I guess I could show the other preserve the Drexthar team. It's a bit slower, but it's more consistent results. Because I wanna say that I at least did some spider. As much as it pains me to want to do this boss. Get the flames on it. I mean, 3 turns seems like a great thing, but it's not as much as Eternal Burning. Eternal Burning, that's where the real, like, even if she lands at 100%, she has a bit of a cooldown. There is one other disadvantage with this team. You have no resers. So if someone dies, they stay dead. Probably should have just brought the reliquary. Because we might even fail this run. We might even fail this run, as embarrassing as that sounds. Yeah, I think we failed. Okay, so we're actually going to want reliquary, honestly. We're still going to want the turn meter control. We're still going to want that turn meter control. Because the reliquary has the reviver. I need the reviver. Dang it. Back at square one again because he used all the spiderlings up. And of course, Ninja does not land his burn all the time on this boss, which is why he sucks versus this boss. There's a reason that Drexthar is vastly superior to Ninja for this boss, is because Drexthar always lands the burn. See, you can have the HP burn. But it doesn't do a hell of a lot of good if the HP burn doesn't land on the spider itself and doesn't land in multiple places constantly. Because that's where the real DPS comes in. That's why and I'm going to show you. Why Drexthar remains the king of the spider. This is why it's still worth me getting a Drexthar, by the way. Because Drexthar will replace Ninja in Spider 100%. As Drexthar is vastly superior for Spider. Like, vastly superior. And Armiger. Because, see, this random hitting burn and the fact that it doesn't even take the main spider is so stupid. And I can't. He's not useful for spider. I know he has a burn, but he's not even useful. Like, Sathia's kind of useful. The real problem is that Sathia doesn't have a thing where if you hit her, she sets people on fire. That's why... Wait a sec. Yeah, we're going to give one more of these. There's a reason why Drexthar is king of the spider. There is a reason. Drexthar is king of the spider because he does what a lot of people don't like. He does a lot that you know how Madame Serris is like the king of the queen of the Magic Cape? Drexthar is the king of the spider. Like, even more so, because he's like one of the only champions, if not the only champion in the game, other than like Ignatius, that like the burn gets on there and stays on there. And that's what you want. You want the burn to just keep going until it drives the boss insane. That's what you want. Because the problem is, Cynthia's long cooldowns with burns, even at her max level, it's not going to do much to the higher levels of Spider compared to the burn starts and never stops, and the burn keeps going and going and going and going and going and going, and it really destroys spiders. Just because they can't escape the burn. Like, they can't escape the huge amounts of damage being dealt. Because they don't have a cleanse. And it does, like, a lot of damage. It's too bad I can't fear her. And there's Void Keep, so he should be on. Good old Delta. Get 10 brews.